Hello, g'day ladies and gents, welcome back. If it's your first time, welcome. My name's Jamie Lockhart and welcome to the channel. Please subscribe. I know you probably hear this a lot, but it does help. I'm learning a lot about YouTube. Subscriptions help getting videos out there. It's up to the algorithm whose videos get out, whose don't. My intention is to try and inspire people to keep playing, if not start playing, keep playing the guitar, music in general, write music, listen to music, get more music in your life. It's very important. You've probably heard me say this before. It's so healthy and the world needs more of it. That's my spiel done. Let's have a look at this tune. Juke Joint Boogie, I called this tune. It fell out of me one afternoon, Saturday, probably jamming with the boys. Had a whiskey or two, a couple of beers, and the creativity flowed. It's a very simple tune, and it's a tune that for learning purposes I think is great, because it's, again, you'll notice no plectrum. If you've seen my other videos, put down that plectrum. This sort of goes with it. So what it really is it's just dancing purely around E. So we're in the key of E and we don't break out of the key of E. I love this because for sometimes sitting in one key and just a constant, not grind, but a constant rhythm that you can just sit in. It's like a groove, man. You can get in your groove and not worry about chord changes. If you want to throw chord changes in, obviously you can. But the reason I love hanging out and jamming with these songs is because you don't have to think. And if you know anything about my videos, we try not to think and we try and feel. So I'm going to break it down. It's not a hard one. This won't be a long session. So here we go. At the start, I'll tell you how a lot of my music comes out. I always start with the chord, and in this case, I've got my E fifth. Now, what I then do is, with my playing, is I usually just come up with my rhythm by double picking my root note, and usually it's always an octave up. I can pick either with the thumb and or I can do alternate picking, or in this case, so when I come up with songs, it's usually just the lick or the phrasing usually comes out of my chord playing and my finger picking, because I'm feeling the song out as I go. I don't know, I actually have no idea where it's going to go. And a lot of my playing is like this, and sometimes people might go, yeah, we can tell, man. And other times it flows and it's lovely. And when I say lovely, it's such a nice feeling of freedom to play this way. So I really encourage it. So when I'm playing with that boogie, I'm doing those little, they're like John Lee Hooker, which is probably where unconsciously this is coming up. So everything I'm working around, you could say, is in that, the E pentatonic down here. So then I've got, okay, I laid down my rhythm. Now, because I don't have a jam a lot of the time with a bass player, because I play with myself too much, I then go, well, I need to emulate a higher register. So I then just go to the higher register, and you get that little bend. So when you put the two together, you've got, and here's something else, and this is, whether this is a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. I cannot stop my thumb from playing bass runs, because I do a lot of slide playing and I play a lot of performances on my own. But I put the rhythm in both the lower register, my thumb's going, and the higher register. I stop? No, it's just how I play. And most of the time I would be jamming and I would be the only guitarist. So I would usually swap between low and high register with that groove. Now, probably something to pull out of this and put into your practice is how can we move from down here up the neck with the same groove. So yes, you can go, well, what's my cage system? Yep, fine, that's fine. But I usually just find my fifths up the neck. So I always go exploring. And see, there's a great example there is once I find that rhythm up the neck, I'm in solo land. I'm in the high register solo land. So down here you've got that Jimmy Vaughan. And up here. And so what a great practice and end result from, obviously there's a jam track to this at the end too, so you can jam along to this for hours, I do. But also from a lesson perspective, start down in your chords. Practicing on your own, start down in your chords, right? And just feel out a groove if you're making something up. Start out. If you've got a drum loop, even better. But start with your rhythm. Get that thumb. Oh yeah, I like that. How many BPM is that? Beats per minute, whatever. That's a comfortable groove. If I slow it down. So once you've got your groove, man, there's your foundation. And like I've said in a lot of other lessons, the foundation, the rhythm has to be the very first thing you pour. You're building a song, think of it as building a house, or you pour your foundations and your rhythm is your foundation. Get your right hand happy, get it, yep, I've got this, man, you go and look down here. Then you open up freedom, you open up exploration, you're opening up your imagination. Again, very critical. You see my other videos. It's all about making it up. Make it up, keep it interesting, and learn that way. Throw your theory, sprinkle your theory on top, but just get into that. Make it a habit to feel your music and then engage your brain in that creative part that you're thinking. I say we got the higher the imagination, and then we've got thinking. Get the imagination going, and then you can drop into your thinking. So, with that groove, enjoy it. The jam track will be somewhere, you'll find it. My website, www.jamielockhart.net. Free tuition, free lessons. If you want a lesson, hit me up, email me, book a session. Keep playing, people. Keep making music. Keep this thing cranked and enjoy yourself.